Can we just see what's going on here, please? Woo! There we go!
Welcome back, lovers of food everywhere. You are watching How to Foodie Nation, where we learn all about Trinbagonian cooking. We're here with a classic today, Ochro rice with pigtail. So let's get cooking.
So, okra rice with pigtail. That's my thing on a Sunday.
Yeah.
You get that? Watch now. That is like one of these staples here in Trinidad and Tobago.
It's another of our classic rice dishes.
I mean, we did pilau already, as you know.
Which is linked down below.
We're doing okra rice with pigtail today. Another classic cook-up dish, if you want to classify it as that.
Yeah.
Or pilaf dish.
Basically, we're just gonna put a bunch of things with some rice and some meat.
And that's Caribbean for you, eh?
Yeah.
Let everything come together, melding pot.
Mix up and eat.
Excellent. So, myriad of ingredients here. And okra rice, as you know, has that nice slimy consistency.
Yes.
That brings the texture in together. It's a one pot.
Yeah.
So let's get started.
Sure.
Medium to high heat.
Got
Our
it.
pot is on the stove. So let's get going. So I need you to put some vegetable oil inside there.
Sure.
All good things start with some fat inside there. Of course, you could use some butter inside there, but I would suggest if you're using butter, mix it with oil. But we're using just oil today.
Okay.
Swirl it all over the base of the pan because we
As
want to
we
make sure that we get
always
it
do.
together. Beautiful. Our local aromatics of garlic goes inside here.
Yep.
I'm going to help you out with some onions also. And you want to start to saute these aromatics. Pimento peppers, as you will know, you're familiar with these. Throughout the Caribbean, these are not that hot, as you know.
Yes,
they're
they're
flavorful,
flavorful.
fruity. You could, if you want a little bit of heat also, you could also put habanero peppers inside here. If you don't have pimento peppers, jalapenos work well inside there
Okay.
also, right? So we're going to use our pimento peppers because it's
Sure.
our local flavoring pepper.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderful. Speaking about more aromatics, we're speaking about celery and chives. Some parts of the Caribbean, they call it green onions or scallions. So I have chives inside there mixed with our local celery. So our friends in America, this is a different type of celery, as you would know.
It's smaller.
Our one is much pungent.
Yeah, stronger flavor.
The US-based one tends to be a little
Watery.
fruity, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, use whatever you have, but this is celery and chives that goes inside here.
Toss it in.
There you go.
Thank you.
So you want to mix that up together. And any dish that you're starting, usually if you're starting curries or stews, usually they would always say ensure that you, or sauces or soups, you would start the
Yes.
aromatics and sweat them and bring them in together. You bring in all that natural sugar flavor. You want to leave this for about 2 minutes, and that's what she's doing right now. So you could see they are turning translucent. They're nice, almost a see-through sort of color. And that's a good indication that our aromatics are breaking down and our pot is getting flavorful.
Okay.
And that's very important, especially when starting these one-pot cook-up dishes.
Yeah.
So, not to waste your time, but we need to put some time inside here. Cassie loves that joke in case you guys have heard it before.
I do.
She loves my jokes.
I've laughed at it every time.
And she's a good supporting host. And that's what I love about it. You know? So we go inside here.
Chef, every time you put whole thyme, sprigs and everything in there for me, you scare me.
You remember when it cooks and it turns around, all the leaves come out from the stem.
Right.
So you could always fish out the stems after.
Okay.
Other than that, you'll just be eating the stems and you'll be eating and flossing at the same time. Eating and flossing at the same time. You see, another jokes. We should have a joke segment here.
We should not have a joke segment. I don't want to encourage you.
The main ingredient, ladies and gents,
Yes.
okra, some call it okras. It's about a dozen okras inside here, and
Yeah.
chop them up small as you would see in little pieces.
Okay.
So they cook down quickly. This is very slimy, and this is the main ingredient in our okra rice.
Okay.
So this is going to bring everything together and bring it to great consistency. So we're going to put it inside there.
Please do.
Let's go.
Can't have okra rice without the actual okra.
Of course. I mean, well, I hope we're not making okra rice without okra, right? You want to let this cook for about 2 minutes to allow the okra to soften a little bit. It's going to get a slight caramelized color, brown color on the exterior, and that's very important. When it melts with the rice later on, it's going to gel together, and you're going to get that nice pilaf consistency. The beauty about this is just, we were mentioning, this is one of our famous one-pot cook-up dishes here.
Yes.
But I mean, there are other rice-based dishes in Trinidad and Tobago and throughout the Caribbean. What do you guys know about? Do you know anymore?
Before you go there, chef, you call it a pilaf, right?
A pilaf,
That's
correct.
P-I-L-A-F.
Right, very different from the term pilau, which also is a pilaf.
It's a type of pilaf.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, we have bhaji rice.
Yes.
Bhaji being that green leafy spinach green that we use, and that goes with like a saltfish or pigtail inside of it.
Yum.
We have split pea rice known as kitri. As you see, it's starting to soften up and get
Yeah.
soft, right? And that's really good. So about 2 minutes, guys, we want to make sure that this breaks down. So as you can see, it has gotten really soft and nice, and that's
Yes.
important, right? More cooking is going to be coming when we add the
Slimy.
stock later, yes. We still want it to have some integrity. We're going with pumpkin. Pumpkin is creamy inside of our rice-based dishes, as you know.
Yeah.
Even in soups, works very well. And this is just some pumpkin that I had in the freezer. Usually we would clean pumpkin and just put it in the freezer because it's plentiful. So it could be fresh pumpkin, it could be pumpkin that you had from before that you froze, no problem. All right, let's go in with some carrots inside there.
A lot of color coming in.
Right, beautiful. Wonderful. And that's going to bring, obviously, attraction.
Yes.
Rice. So we're going to go in. Again.
Chef, we putting in this rice and no water.
You need to toast the rice. So what's going to happen inside there is as you mix it up, the little fat that we added earlier on the oil, it's going to start to toast the rice.
Right.
And that's very important. Usually when you're doing things like risotto and other rice-based dishes, they would suggest that you toast the rice. You develop a nice, nutty, robust flavor.
Okay.
And that's very important when making these rice-based dishes. Don't just throw it in like that and just add the water. Allow it to dry up and allow the rice to stick to the bottom of the pot, and that is the indication that we will need the other ingredients that come follow through.
Okay.
About 4 minutes. Are we looking at Kessie?
I think it's sticking to the bottom.
That's exactly what we want. When it starts dried up and all that fat is gone, this is when we start to put in the rest of the moist ingredients.
Okay, come at
So,
me.
pigtails,
Yes.
these are pre-boiled. Boil them like 2 or 3 times just to remove the excess salt. Yes, they are salted pigtails.
Yeah.
If you're not fond of this, smoke bones work very well inside there also.
Right.
I know people who put flaked salted fish inside there. Of course, you boil the saltfish and you flake it.
Yeah.
But I thought it would have been an overkill if we had done saltfish and salted pigtails.
We could try it next time.
I don't know. What you guys think? Should I have put saltfish inside here?
Saltfish and pigtail.
Let me know what
in
else.
Ochro rice.
What other meats you guys would use in your Ochro rice? Let us know. So pigtails go in. Again, pre-boiled, so they're soft. Now, I have some stock here. Can I get that whisk, please?
Yes, sir.
As you mix that up, I have some vegetable stock here, as you would see. And you could use water to bring this in together. I find vegetable stock is more flavorful.
Right.
All right. By doing that, what I'm going to do also is add a little bit of coconut milk also.
Ooh, that'll make it so nice and silky.
The okra and the consistency of the creaminess of the coconut milk is really going to bring in a lot of flavor. And I think this is how we bring in a lot of our Caribbean flavor into our dishes and what people love a lot, you know. It's flavors like coconut and pineapple and the sugar-based dishes that we use a lot that obviously scream Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of the Caribbean.
It does, it does.
So let's go inside there.
Please, thank you. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Look at that color. Great stuff, right? Now, speaking about color, I've seen Ochro rice tend to be quite bland in terms of white color.
Yeah.
And as you could see, I'm building a lot of color profiles inside here.
For
And
sure.
Another thing I want to add in there, and I guys try it. A little bit of turmeric goes a long way in terms of trying to bring a little bit of color appeal to the dish. So turmeric is definitely optional for you guys, but for me, it's a must.
What does it do to flavor?
You know, the turmeric brings in a very mild saffron flavor, as Trinis would say. Even though it is not termed as saffron because saffron is the stamen of the crocus plant, similar color. This one brings in a sort of a mild little hint of that flavor coming inside there. But what we really need is the color. As you can see, Kessie, it's turning this sort of kind of slight, what do you would say, amberish, yellowish
It's a little
color.
amber, pale yellow.
But you could tell that the Ochro rice has appeal. It has personality.
Has
With
character.
Pumpkin, carrots, pigtail, all the greens inside there. So what we need to do now is to just let that go. We want to bring this to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, let it go on a simmer, so medium heat, and let it cook for about 18 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Cover it down. Can we just see what's going on here, please? Woo! There we go! At this point in time, as you could see, most of the water has dried up, and this is about 18 to 20 minutes. Remember, I told you guys we're simmering this nice and slow. And you can see that nice yellow color of the turmeric that I added earlier on. Everything has come together. And
I see you sneak something in here. What's this?
I put that pepper inside. Now, Kessie, we go back and forth about this. But the thing about it is that I need a little pepper inside there just to give a little bit of flavor.
We like it hot. We like it hot.
Okay, boss. I'm going to add a little more color into this. We're going to season it up. I'm going to add...
Where you going with these peas?
At the end, I like to add a little peas just to add some color appeal to it. You can omit it if you want, but I find, check this out.
Peas in my Ochro rice, boy.
Listen, this is a great way to get the kids to eat vegetables.
True.
And look how beautiful it's starting to look.
True.
I'm going to bring down this temperature at this point in time. Add a little touch of corn. Come now, man, Kessie.
Guys, you know how I feel about this corn in my rice.
Listen, Traditionally, it's not inside there. The thing about it is that if I could actually add more veggies to make this dish more sustainable,
Yeah.
that's good because, I mean, yes, we have the rice, we have our protein inside there. We need some veg. And our cuisine is always starch and meat, starch and meat. I'm trying to bring some veg into it.
All right,
Feel free
all
to
right.
chili
I'll take that.
and paprika. And we're seasoning up at this point in time. So you're mixing it up. Kezi, you saw that I used pigtail earlier on.
Yes.
That-
I was going to ask. I realized we didn't put any salt. We didn't put any black pepper.
Right. So I like to add the spices at the end because that pigtail is obviously going to be salty. I want to taste it first.
Okay.
Then I could always add more salt.
Got it.
But I don't want no high blood pressure. I mean, just dealing with you alone, I just get high blood pressure or something. Just kidding.
You're
just kidding. Just
welcome.
kidding. So Kezi, at this point in time, take the spoon and I need you to taste it.
You know, this is my favorite.
Of course, Kezi does eat. That's what she does.
Get a little bit.
Get a little bit inside
With
there.
corn.
With corn inside there. And again, the ingredients, tell me what it needs. More black pepper, some more
Definitely some salt.
Right.
Yeah.
What about black pepper?
We could take a thing of black pepper, you know.
You can take more black pepper?
Yeah.
All right. And we did add the chili and the paprika earlier on, right?
But it's a really nice flavor.
How's the coconut inside there and so forth?
The texture of this is lovely. Like, it's so smooth, so silky. You're very right with that nice coconut milk, vegetable stock.
Ladies and gents, I'm just trying to, introduce innovative ways. I mean, yes, we do have traditional ways of doing stuff, just adding water to it. Why not add some coconut milk inside there to bring it together?
We're taking it a step up.
You know what I mean? So let's play with it. I mean, I'm adding different spices, I'm adding corn, peas, and so forth. Play around. This is about innovation. I think we're pretty good here at this point in time, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I just let it drop a little bit, maybe about 2 or 3 minutes, and we're ready to plate up.
So we're leaving it covered or uncovered?
Uncovered so evaporation occurs.
All right.
Beautiful. So Kezi, this is our Ochro rice.
Yes.
A little bit of modifications. And
Definitely the color from the turmeric is bright.
what you think about it?
I think it's gorgeous.
I mean, apart from the
honestly.
white all the time, the
plain
white rice.
I think it's a nice touch.
And then the turmeric. And then obviously you have the little peas inside there, the carrots, bringing a little bit of the veg component.
I mean, I could still do without the corn, but
Listen, team veg is what I'm about.
we're trying it. We're doing a little modified to make it a little healthier.
As you know, Kezi, the texture of the okra rice is going to be naturally sticky.
Definitely sticky and a little slimy, and that's because of the okra.
But that's what we were speaking about earlier on. When you saute it and you break down the okra, it's got that nice sticky character.
Yeah.
And that actually helps to bring the dishes together when you really think about it.
So basically, it's going to be a little sappy, a little wet.
A little wet, but that's beauty. That's the beauty about a good okra rice. It has that nice moist feeling to it. It's comforting. Speaking about that,
So we can taste the beauty.
I'm seeing pigtail inside there, and it's even more beautiful for me.
I mean,
so
I'm
let's dig
looking
in.
for a piece in the corner here that might
dig in.
have no bones.
No bones. You want?
There we go.
You want boneless pigtail? Or what?
Yes.
Check that out. It's going in. I'm going in. Time come out like a flossing. That's quite nice. I love the coconut flavors inside here. People, I know you guys use water when making okra rice. The coconut milk is really epic inside here.
Woo! I had to eat all of my pigtail face. Chef, I really like I said before, it's so silky. It's really nice and smooth. The flavors are so good. I got a piece of corn in my mouth and it
That's
wasn't
good.
bad.
We know, but it's fruity.
It was actually pretty
it's
nice.
pretty nice inside there, but it brings color into the dish, and that's so
Yeah,
important.
it's beautiful.
People, Caribbean-based centric dishes, it should be colorful.
Yeah, we are
Attractive.
colorful people, so why not have colorful food?
Exactly. You know, I really would like to try the saltfish inside here next time.
Guys, tell us if you think saltfish and pigtail in one okra rice would be a good dish. Let us know.
I thought it was overkill, but I'm really thinking that it might work.
It
Let
could
us
be
know.
something.
Let us know. And I mean, if you try this, let us know. Put the comments below. Like the video. Share it, right?
Yeah, for sure. And for this and many other how-tos with us, be sure to check out How To Foodie Nation. Until next time, guys, bye-bye.